So, hi guys, welcome to the match review of Chelsea 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Not what we expected, so I'm going to be talking about what's going wrong. So, guys, another defeat. That's two defeats in the first four games. We had, on paper, it looked like a decent start to the season, apart from that Liverpool game, which we navigated. We should have won. But then we've had two defeats. West Ham's always a difficult place to go to, but home to Nottingham Forest, whose away form is struggling. On paper, you expect to pick up those 3 points. Football's not played on paper, as we know. And some of the fan base, as usual, are already calling for Pochettino out. Our fan base, once again proven to be spoilt supporters. But yeah, less said about them, the better. Or some of them, not all of them, by the way. And so it's disappointing. So obviously we all want to be winning games, but we have to understand the reality of what's going on here. I said to expect some ups and downs throughout the season. I did warn you guys. So a lot of everyone thinking you get rid of 12, 11, 13 players and you replace them, and automatically, hey presto, we're going to be having a winning side straight away, a side you can play together and the chemistry is going to be there. Football doesn't work like that, guys, so we've got to realise that. But having said that, there are certain things that we can control. There's certain things that the manager has to be made accountable for. So I'm not sitting there and saying it's not Poch's fault. Some of the reasons that we have been losing games, but everything is not his fault. And we've got to understand football and how it works before this sort of overreactionary views that we have in sometimes. So anyway, my issue is that I know it's not a five at the back. A lot of our fan base are saying it's five at the back. It's not five at the back. Even Thiago Silva came out. It was after some criticism with him yesterday and saying, if you understand football, we're not playing five at the back. We're playing four at the back. So, okay, we are playing four at the back, but we're playing four at the back with three central defenders. And that's why a lot of our fan base are saying that it looks like it's a five at the back. We've got three central defenders. We've got Levi Colwill playing as a left back. And that's my issue here. Levi Colwill is a fantastic left-sided centre back. So playing him at left back, it takes away what we offer as a fullback, because the fullbacks, the modern day fullbacks now, are fullbacks who like to maraud, and they are, especially when teams are playing low block, they give us that creative force to open up the play. But he doesn't do that. That's not his natural game. His natural game is to be spraying the balls from the back to wide areas or into the in between the lines and everything else, not marauding down the left flank, getting the ball crossed in. And so because of that, and we're playing Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell's been an issue on that left-hand side because he's playing as a left winger. He's not playing as a left wing back. He's playing as a left winger, and again, that's not working. That's not working at all in playing in that position, and it's allowing teams to just concentrate on our right hand side, where Raheem Sterling has been playing good, and knowing that left hand side is not an issue. There's a few games where with him and someone else I'm going to be talking about later, fine details where we could have, rather than being sitting on 4 points out of 12, we could have had at least 9 out of 12 or 10 out of 12, 10 points out of 12. I think of the Ben Chilwell situation against Liverpool, where he got into a decent position and his shot was weak. I'm thinking about the time against West Ham where he had a shot and where he should have done better. I'm thinking about the game against against Luton, where, and luckily this one didn't cost us. When he was clean through on goal, rather than taking a shot, he squares it. So he's a defender in a wide area. He's thinking like a defender, not thinking like a winger. So he's not doing himself any favours, or the manager's not doing himself any favours, playing him in that position. Because he's playing in that position and he's not doing a great job, some of the fans are getting on his back. I'd like to judge him when he gets back to his normal left back role. Okay. So that's that issue that needs to be resolved. And I don't know what it is with our managers when they come into the side. We had a good pre-season and it looked good, 4-2-3-1. Then we got injuries, and that's another thing. Injuries, always getting injuries to our key players. And Cuckoo going out, Reece James going out, Chukwuemeka going out. Those three injuries have affected us badly in the way that we play. Anyway, what could the manager have done? The reason he's doing this, I understand, is because he's saying that he doesn't trust Modric enough at the moment, and there's doubts about his fitness. Madueke had a good game the other day, but again, he's just come back from an injury, and he said that there was in the post-match press conference, Pochettino was saying that there was doubts about his fitness. Why don't you just throw Cole Palmer in? I know he's just come, but fortune favours the brave. Sometimes we need to make these brave decisions. We're too safe, we're too cautious sometimes. I don't know what it is when you become a Chelsea manager. And so if Cole Palmer had played from the beginning, maybe things would have been different. But so there are options there. So we don't have to be playing with Ben Chilwell as a winger. That being said, it's the same story as the last season, the season before, and the season before that. And I just don't understand it, because pre-season we saw some good signs, but what we've done, we've seen some good patches of play, but we are reverting back to type. I thought that because we changed all those players in last season and brought in some new ones, that we will see a different style of play, a different mentality. But I'm seeing what I saw the last previous seasons, where we play a team against a low block team. We don't know how to break them down. We start recycling the ball. We're slow. We're ponderous. It's easy for them. They go down the other end and they score a breakaway goal. And that was the story of last season. And we're failing to create or put away chances. Jackson had a chance to equalise, but he, again, similar to what he did against West Ham, similar to what he did against Liverpool, he just snatched at the chance. And I know he's new. I don't want to be too critical of him, because he's been looking one of our best players of late. But I need him to be more clinical in those situations. Okay, one of those chances, yeah, that's fine. Two, yeah, maybe. But missing three big chances. That's the thing. We need a striker who, once that big chance comes their way, they're going to take it. They're going to be clinical enough. Has he got that hunger and that desire to get in where it hurts and score those goals for us? I don't know. As a second striker, I think he works, but we still didn't address. We spent a lot of money, £1 billion. We didn't address that thing of getting a clinical striker in the side. I did say that's what we needed, and that's what we are still lacking. I hope Brozier can be that guy when he comes back from injury. I don't know. He hasn't shown me enough evidence that he can be that guy. And talking about that, the other issue that I've got with the team, which I mentioned before, and we're seeing it now, is a lack of experience. There was talk about the reason we didn't go for Maddison is because he's 26 and we're going for players under the age of 25. That's ridiculous in my book. That's ludicrous, going for a lot of these kids, because in games like this, when a bit of experience is called upon, and especially in the spine, we're found wanting. So I'd have liked to have seen us get in either one or two players with a little bit of experience, and even on loan or something, I don't know, but someone in 28, 29 bracket, because these guys, I don't know, because I remember when but way back in years ago, Alan Hansen said about Manchester United, you can't win anything with the youngsters, and then they went on to win the league. But with those youngsters, we had about 5 of them who came through, but you still had your Roy Keanes and some of the older professionals who were there. I think Gareth Pallister was there at the time, Steve Bruce. So you still had some experience down the spine to help these youngsters. So it wasn't a team full of youngsters, it was a team with a nice blend of youngsters and experienced players. With this team, it's all youngsters and no experience. So I think that's going to be an issue going forward. But only time will tell. So I'm hoping that Pochettino is going to reevaluate what's going on after during this international break. It's come at the right time for us now. We need to recharge our batteries. We need to look at things and what's going wrong. And it's up to the manager. It's his job. He's paid to address these situations. So I'm hoping that he can come recharge those batteries, come in afresh with fresh ideas, and let's go back to the way we were playing pre-season, guys. Let's try, because that gave us a bit of false hope, but now we've come in and we'll see more of the same. And my last point I want to make is that confidence is a big thing in football, and if we go on with these results, especially we've got the next game is against Bournemouth. Again, if we get a negative result against Bournemouth, and as the games go on and on and on, then be prepared for a season like last season, guys. I'm not exaggerating, because if the confidence is knocked from, and these players are not doing, they go into this shell, they don't start to take risks, they start to play safe, and then that's what you're going to get, this type of football. So I'm just hoping that we can get some positive results sooner rather than later, so we can get back on the winning trail, put a smile back on our face, because last season we were all depressed. So another season of depression for us. Some of our fan base won't be able to take it. So let's see. So what do you think about the game? What's your analysis of the game? Stick your comments in the section below. And don't forget, as always, to like, subscribe, turn on post notification to be notified every time I make a new video. Bye.